Hi guys, Colesy here, and today I am in my kitchen, as you can tell. Apologies if the noise and microphone is a bit weird. The kitchen is not set up for recording. Anyway, I needed enough space, which is why I'm in the kitchen with this big table, because today I'm going to be building a computer. This is a computer that I'm doing for my daughter. Promised her that I would build her a gaming PC, and I have just about got enough parts now that I can build her one. Build her the one that I think, that I've sort of designed in my head for her. I bought the CPU pretty cheap, and I bought the motherboard from an auction site. I've been planning on using this for her build, so that's what we're gonna do. Ryzen 5 2600X, I think, if I'm correct. GPU, a GeForce GTX 1660. Graphics card super hard to get hold of at the minute, but thankfully to Fierce PC, I was able to grab one of these for her build, which I think will be perfectly good enough for the kind of games that she's going to want to play, because basically it's going to be like Minecraft Among Us. Nothing super intensive. We've got the majority of the pieces here. We're going to need to put some RAM in here and storage, and we're going to need a case. This one is my old PC before I upgraded. I haven't done anything with it other than take the graphics card out, and I sold the graphics card. Still got all its CPU, its RAM and everything, and its storage. I might steal the RAM from this, but I'm probably definitely going to steal the SSD from this. That's pretty much all I'm going to need from this, but I think I might disassemble it if I have time, take it apart, clean it out. It is a bit of a dusty boy, but it's still very much a solid PC. This PC is stupidly huge. Oh, it's so heavy. Oh my God. This gigantic thing I bought locally from somebody for £400, I believe. It's got an i7 8700 in it, a Corsair water cooler on it. It's got 16 gig of RAM, got a GTX 980 in it, which is solid. So the things I'm gonna steal from this is, again, possibly the RAM. I'm just gonna compare the RAM in the old PC and this PC, pick my favorite or the best RAM. I'm gonna be stealing probably the case. The case is gigantic and it's really heavy and it's kind of stupid, but I also kind of love it. It also gives me more room to build in. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna take everything out of this, put in the motherboard and the GPU that I've bought for Kaitlyn's PC, keep all the fans in here. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep the water cooler, which is a shame because I kind of would like to do that. I don't think I've got the bracket for an AMD and this is an Intel. Let me grab my phone. I can give you guys a quick closer look at this PC. Here we are, here's the giant PC. So you can see the water cooler there. It's a Corsair 240mm radiator, I think. And it's got the GTX 980 there. It's like a blower fan. It's got RAM here. There's your RAM, power supply, and then there's a hard drive there and an SSD. I think I'm going to keep that SSD as in for myself. I'm going to put the other SSD from my other PC in here, and then I'm probably going to keep that hard drive in here for storage for her. So that's basically the whole of that gigantic PC. It's real goddamn big, like it's super heavy. I'm going to drink a bit more of my hot chocolate. It's a super warm day. I've chosen probably the most terriblest day to decide to build a PC, but we're gonna try. We need to start disassembling this. That's step one, is disassembly of this. I've never taken a water cooler off, so that's gonna be new. The idea is that once I build Kaitlyn a PC, should have enough parts left over, including the 980, to then whack together hopefully another PC in the other case that I'm not using, my old case, the best PC I can out of the parts, and then I'm probably gonna sell that. So if that is something that you're interested in, maybe you wanna buy that from me, then let me know, because like I said, I have no use for it, and I'm probably just gonna sell it. I don't really know where to start. Well, I do know where to start. It's just I feel like I'm undertaking a lot. I've got like 3 hours to do all of this before I have to go pick her up from school. And I did sort of promise her that it would be ready for when she came home. So that's my day. Oh, let's lay this beast down. Jesus, that's loud. And pop the graphics card out. There we go. Beautiful. It's actually very clean. I guess just unplugging everything from the board, because I'm going to take the board out, so. The big power cable, come on you bitch. Let's pop out the RAM. Pretty simple job. Okay, we've got DDR4, yeah, 2 times 8 gig, 2400 megahertz. I think that's, if not equal or better to the RAM in the other PC, so we'll probably use this one, just because it looks nicer, because it's got a heat spreader on it. Unplug that's unplugged, that's unplugged. Okie dokie, right, I don't really know how to take off How do you take off a liquid cooler? Pop off the top, like so. Comes off nicely. And then you've got access to the fans. Are these like super long screws that go all the way through and hold it in? Oh yeah, that's a big boy screw. Okay, that's fine. Well, I think the camera just died. Due to some unforeseen circumstances, we're now on my phone because the camera died, even though I charged the battery. Anyway, we'll carry on from where we were. We were unscrewing these long screws. Hopefully you can see. The case is surprisingly clean as well. That's quite amazing to me. Seemed like the guy who bought it off hadn't used it in quite a while. The fans are off. Where do the fans go? And they go through to the back. Okay, which means the whole radiator for the liquid cooling is off. If we take out the whole motherboard and then just hopefully just be able to lift it out in one go. Obviously, I enjoy building PCs. It's fun for me to do. I like doing it. If you're confident enough to do it yourself, go for it. But you know, you got to be aware that if you break something, it's your own fault. Part of the reason I recommend Fierce PC so highly, genuinely they do a great job, and I think especially for somebody who's not built a PC before, it's a great place to start because you know that you're going to get something that works right from the beginning, and then in future if you want to upgrade it, then you can start playing around with it from there. Starting with something that you know works, has a warranty, is going to be good for a few years at least under warranty, then you're going to be fine. Okay, motherboard, we got it, motherboard out. Maybe I just keep this power supply in. It seems as good as the one I had. I'm pretty sure the motherboard that we're going to put in is the same size as the one we took out. So, don't worry about that. I didn't drop anything important. It was just a piece of cardboard. Forgotten a major thing. Need to take this out. Got to take that boy out. Forgot about that. All right, cables get out of the way. That appears to be correct. Okay, not sapping any cables, seems all good. And yeah, it's on the same standoff. So, should just be able to screw all these back in. Screw in. Oh, there you go. You just shout at the screws and they screw in, it's fine. If I don't have to take out the power supply, which I kind of thought I would, and it might be a bad decision to use a power supply that I don't know, and I don't know how long it's been used, and all that stuff. But my laziness dictates that I don't want to change a power supply. So I think I'm just going to stick with it. One last screw to go center top. That's the new motherboard in. We'll try the RAM that I took out. Where did I put it? I mean, it looks nice. Kind of goes with the case being like a black case and everything. So we're just going to line those up. Clicked in. A1B1. Is that correct? I will look that up just to make sure that I have got that correct. Because to me, you would match A1 with A2. Although it's saying A2B2. I'll look that up just to make sure I have got that in the right place before I turn it on. Gonna open the back of it up. Woohoo! Uninstall this SSD. So I'm just gonna unplug it here. And we're going back down to a prone position. And those fans are trying to escape. What we got here then? So, chassis fan. Where do you want to go? Chassis fan 1. Well, that sounds like the ideal place for you to go, chassis fan. Just these connectors, which I've got to look real closely at. Power LED plus minus. God, I hate this, so complicated. They're the worst. Right, I think that's on correctly. Some of them could be backwards. I will figure that out. I'm so warm. I know I just put this back on, but I'm going to locate where the hell these fans plug into for my own sanity. SSD is here. Unplug the power, unplug that. This is the SSD I'm going to use in Kaitlyn's PC. Perfectly good enough, there's no reason why not. Okay, that's in there, stable, good. Right, we're going to slide this back in. I'm a moron. Right, okay, we've learned a lesson here. Okay, SSD, here it is. Don't put the connectors on this side, they want to be on this side so that you can do it. Don't be a moron like me. Now it's incorrectly, this way. These are the connectors this side, not this side. Got it. Nailed it, perfect, amazing. I've done a dumb thing, haven't I? Yeah, I took this cable out. I took the SATA cable out and I need it in. So I don't know why I took it out. Okay, that's plugged in. Good, we nailed it. Ignore this. We'll just Tuck that under another cable or something. Good, right, let's put the back panel back on. I think we are genuinely done with the back. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and search my office for case fan screws to screw the fans in the top of here. Be right back. Okie dokie, good news. I have found a little bag full of the case fan screws. I wonder if I can get away with 2 screws per fan just to save me having to reach around this CPU cooler all the time. Oh God. Those fans are in, right. GPU time. Haven't opened the GPU, brand new. Here it is. Beautiful little graphics card. All right, you're gonna slot in here nicely? Yeah, you are. And it's in. Right, where's those thumb screws? Just wanna make sure that it's nice and secure. Also, I realized that this fan cooler is the wrong way around, apparently. I can't be asked to change it, so I'm just gonna see how it goes. GPU's in, CPU cooler, that's all connected, the motherboard and everything. We've got RAM in here. Again, not sure if they're the right slot, but I will check that. Hard drive, SSD. SSD's in there, hard drive there. Blu-ray drive, but we ain't bothered about that particularly. All right, okay. I am gonna go grab a power cable and we're gonna try and turn this on. That's how we're gonna do this. All right, what we're looking for is a bit of fan spin. And everything works and it doesn't beep. Ready? Oh, it's lighting up. It is lighting up, you can't see that. Let me show you. That's lighting up. There's lights on the GPU. Okay, we look like we're in action. I'm gonna push the power button and we're gonna hope that everything comes on and nothing beeps or makes a horrible noise. These fans are on. These fans are on. GPU's on. CPU's on. It's on and it's at least working. Like nothing's beeping horribly at me, so I think this is successful. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to plug this into a TV to check, well, a TV or a monitor to basically check that it is actually setting up okay and it's booting, but it's not turned itself off or anything stupid yet, so that's pretty good. I think this is a success. I will join you when I have this hooked up to a monitor and we'll go from there.